It was difficult in that I knew, I mean, my focus, honestly, was just, he had a stroke, what's he feeling like now, what can I do for him now? And honestly, I think at that point, early on, the goal was really to still be alive and be a husband again and be a father again were really Tedy's priority. And I really don't think it was till after he had a surgery on his heart to repair his valve that he started thinking, well, hey, wait a minute, I'm beginning to feel a little better. Maybe I could get back to playing football. But early on, the focus, I think, really was fear, because, you know, I've got this problem that they haven't fixed yet. It caused me to have this stroke, and am I going to get better? Am I going to be alive a month from now?
I think the first thing with me after my stroke was I really had to answer questions inside of my head about, I felt something was wrong with me. Like, how could this happen to me? You know, I was 31 years old, in the best shape of my life, at the prime of my career, and this goes and happens, and I had a tough time dealing with that, and I started to heal quicker physically than I did emotionally. And I think that's something that a lot of us go through when something like this happens, is you don't know if you're ever going to be the same again. So there's a little bit of a mental process and emotional healing that you have to go through, and that's what I was going through with Ann. And football was really out of my mind at the time. I really wanted to just get back to being a functioning father and a husband again. I mean, when my neurologist put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Tedy, you've had a stroke," and I really was confused, because the only time I had ever used the word stroke was on a golf course. Really, I mean, handicaps, how many strokes you're going to give me so I can possibly get strokes, you know. So that's really all I ever knew, because I equated stroke with your grandparents, the elderly. I didn't understand that could happen to someone so young. And since being involved with Spalding, what I've learned is there are children that have strokes, teenagers, people in their 20s. So that's the type of information that I've been able to have. And